What is this? This is the new iPhone 15 Pro. Let's unbox it. Hey, welcome to a new video. Today it's all about iPhone. This is the iPhone 15 Pro in blue titanium. I found it. It says it right on the back, blue titanium. This is the 128 gig. The base model, $1,000 one, $999. I know the iPhone 15 Pro Max has some new features on it, like the new camera for that one, but that phone's too big normally, and I like to pass down my phones because with an iPhone you can get more service out of it, more years out of them. So I like to hand me down my iPhones, and none of my kids want the Pro Max, and I don't blame them. It's a bigger phone to deal with. So but I also have a case to unbox too, but I'll do that on a separate video so it can have its own spotlight, I guess. But this is the iPhone 15 Pro. So let's unbox it. Let's look at it. Couple things. Apparently the stock software that comes on the one from the box, if you try to transfer from iPhone to iPhone, it will brick it somehow and not work, which I like to do from iPhone to iPhone, iPhone to iPhone, which is nice. So you need to update it before you try doing that. So you need to go to 17.0.2 to solve that. So you gotta create it as like a new iPhone, and then update it, and then erase it, and then do the copy. Really strange how that's working. What's really new is the USB Type-C port that's on these. Apple claims it was their own intent to do that, and they weren't forced. But in Europe, they had to switch it to USB Type-C, I think by 2025 at least, or maybe 2024. I'm not sure of the rules, but they've had the Type-C cable and the iPad since 2018. So the Pro model at least. Anyways, let's unbox this and play around with this phone. It should be cool. Thanks for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, and here we go. Okay, here's the back of it. I'm going to block out some things that I don't think you're supposed to share. But scan for more information about your phone. iPhone 15 Pro, designed by Apple in California, includes an iPhone 15 Pro, USB charge cable, power adapter, and headphones are sold separately. Hearing aid compatible, 1 GB, blah blah blah, a lot of info. This is the 128 gig blue titanium, says it right there. See, you can kind of see it, but that's the way it looks. But I'm gonna pull these things off, and let's get to looking at this phone. Not much has really changed, to be honest, but the titanium makes it lighter. Wow, that's kind of heavy. Why is it so heavy? That's nice. So protects it when it ships. I don't see any plastic. Ooh, they said they rounded the edges, and that's actually really nice to hold. Wow. Okay, we'll put that aside. Here's the Type-C to Type-C. So normal charging stuff nowadays, braided. That's a nice cable. I'm so glad they got rid of all that rubber they were always using and tangled up so quickly. As you know, there's nothing else. But there's an Apple sticker in here, sure enough. So let's look at this phone a little bit more. It is light. Wow. We can use my wife's phone to compare it, but it feels quite a bit lighter. I like the color coding on there. I just don't remember if the 14 Pro was color coded around the lens. Baby, let me see your camera lens real quick. Is it color coded on the back? Oh, I guess it is. It's purple to purple. So it is. So let's peel this off. And apparently there's less bezel, less edge, I guess. But let's go ahead and turn this one on. Apple. So you got your normal microphone, speaker, USB Type C. That's unusual. Power button. They still have that there, even though it's an electronic SIM. They still have. I don't know what that's for. On this side is now an action button instead of the mute button. The slider. So now it's no slider. It's an action button. Volume up, volume down. At the top is nothing. So in the back you have the camera setup, your flash, your microphone for when you're doing, so it can pick up what's on front of it, and there's a LiDAR sensor. It lets you measure stuff and it can tell how far stuff away is from the phone. Apple logo. The blue titanium looks really nice. The edges being wow, that actually feels really good in hand. Wow. Makes you kind of not want to go with the case. That's the first time I've ever said that. That's interesting. So, of course, this is the standard. You know, the bezels look maybe a little smaller. We'll do English. We're in the United States. Oh, look at that. Choose the size of text. Default. Oh. Oh, so this is easy. You just set up without another device. No big deal. Wi-Fi is here. Well, there's a bunch of them. Let me get everything logged in. So as soon as I got it unlocked, and the Wi-Fi, look at this, software update. Important, update your software now if you want to transfer your data directly from another phone. You can update later if you plan to download from iCloud or set up your iPhone as a new device. So we will choose update now. Must do that. This feels really small in the hand, so maybe I could have gone with the Pro Max. And because apparently it's smaller too all the way around than last year. So there may be a future video for that one. Let me get this finished and we'll talk more. So here is the new one, 15 Pro. This is the 14 Pro, and it is lighter. It's quite a bit lighter feeling. I know, yeah, there's a screen protector on this one already. This one, there's not one on this one, but the bezels, just this maybe a smidge smaller. But it's the curved edges, I guess, that make this feel better in hand. Almost, and it's really grippy. Almost to the point where, you know, you don't need a case or whatever. But of course, always use a case. Always use a case. And I would always put a screen protector on it so you don't scratch your front. But everything else looks about the same. Maybe the flash looks a little bit different, but still has LiDAR, still has all the other stuff. Everything else is like the same. What is this? Oh, I thought that was a scratch. It's not. Height-wise, it's supposed to be a little bit shorter. I mean, if it is hard to tell. Probably millimeter shorter. But anyways, still a really good phone. 14 Pro's what has been a fantastic phone. That's what I'm recording this video with. So, but now we're gonna move on to this. This still isn't done. Look at, and it's done. Okay, went right back to the same thing we were looking at before. Okay, now I'm going to transfer it. Okay, so I finished setting up my iPhone 15 Pro. This is an iPhone 14 Pro. I'm going to do a little sound comparison. Same song. This is Daniel Levy. And I'm gonna play them at full blast, and then we'll see what happens. Let's see what's up with this, with the sound. So here we go. Which one should we do first? Should we do the old one first?
Talking to me with your eyes, I get a hint of the perfume that I like. Wear it like a disguise. I come up.
Okay, now let's do the iPhone 15 Pro.
Talking to me with your eyes, I get a hint of the perfume that I like. Wear it like a disguise. Around with the perfect alibi. Midnight, pouring my heart out like it's. I come around with the perfect alibi. Midnight, pouring my heart out like it's water. Water, take time. You know this night ain't getting younger. Feels like chasing a star up and down in the sky.
Now, I think the 14 Pro sounds better, but maybe it's because of the case is forcing the top speaker. So I'm going to take off the case and try it without the case. There's a Spider-Man logo on here. Oh, need a passcode. Come on, YouTube. Go back to. Okay, there we go. Now this may be more fair. Let's go. Let's try this one.
You know this night ain't getting younger. Feels like chasing a star up and down in the sky. I can't get enough of sweet, sweet. I'm good to you, honey, like living.
This one's louder.
I'm good to you, honey, I'm good to you. Love me like we're just a couple days, please. I'm good to you, honey, like living. And I'm you, honey, hey. I'm good to you, I'm good to you, honey, I'm good to you, honey, hey.
So iPhone 14 Pro is louder than the 15 Pro. And yeah, so iPhone 15 Pro doesn't sound as good, we don't think, as the 14 Pro. Listening to the same content, so from the same type of service. But let me show you a few things. Let me see. Face ID. So if you go to settings and you go to action button, so here's the action button. So now you can hold it down, go to silent, hold it down, turn off silent. Now what I'm going to show you is that let's see here. If you go here, okay. Now something that I didn't like. We'll go here. Actually, so you put on silent mode. I was like, what? I don't want that up there because I always run on silent. I don't want that showing there, so I had to find it under settings, and I said, oh, okay, yeah, show status bar. You can turn that off. See, but I don't want to show in there. Anyways, let's go back to that to action. Then you go over here, focus mode. You can turn it on and off by holding it down. Camera. I guess it'll always just do whatever this one thing is doing. I don't know if there's a way to change that, but you can hold it down and it turns on camera. I mean, that's cool. And then you can actually, look at that. It'll work for your shutter too, which that's cool. And the volume buttons do it. Oh, so the buttons still do it too. So it all still works the same. You got flashlights. Turn on extra light when you need it. voice memo, that's kind of cool. Magnifier, and then create a shortcut. Accessibility, or nothing. So I will go with silent mode always, I guess, but I just wonder if there's a way to make it do multiple things, like triple tap for stuff. That I do not know. But for now, that's what it does. Okay, I will say currently, charging's on hold. I had it plugged in while I was doing stuff. It is downloading all my apps and all my data transferred from my phone in about 30-40 minutes. But the phone's hot. It's hot. It has a new A17 Pro chip in here, so it's supposed to be really good at playing games. So we'll tackle that on a full review that I'll do with it. But for now, I mean, that's pretty cool. Let's see how the camera is. I always go sideways when I do stuff. Let's flip it and look at the camera that I'm recording with. Boom. Hey, that's pretty good selfie camera. Of course, I only have 3x on here. I don't have the 5x. Oh, but that's right, the different focal length. So you can tap this 28mm, 35mm, which is 1.5. Oh, that's cool. Back to 24, 28, 35. Does nothing for these because it's just 2x and just 3x, and then you can go all the way up to 15x. But then it shows you right at 77mm. Sorry, I'm kind of blocking it. 77, 48, 35, and 28 and 24. Or you go wide. So in the full review, when I take it outside and play around with it more, I'll show off a lot of different features from the camera that I like to use. But let's see how good. That actually looks really good. So, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good shot. Let's see how quick. Oh, what's that button do? Oh, oh, look at that. Why is it still blurring me? I'm trying to make it focus on me. Let's take the photo and see what it does. So it brought me in focus and blurred out the camera. Oh, no. It did not. Let's hit edit. Can we change that? Go here. So there's me now. Interesting. Oh, was I in portrait? No, I'm just in photo. Oh, see, that's pretty cool. That you can turn on the focus immediately. So it blurs me, but then you just go normal mode, it'll take photo of everything. But go to this, the thing that's right there. So my recording camera is in focus, but I am not. That's cool. Maybe I'll use the selfie camera more now. It's got new features. So that's the unboxing of the iPhone 15 Pro, as you can see here. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. Feels great in hand. Almost to the point you don't want to use a case, but we're going to use a case. So that's nice. Disappointing into speakers, I don't think are as good as the 14 Pro. Maybe it'll change in time. Maybe with the software update, I don't know. When more people get a hold of it and test it, they may complain, and Apple may change something. So you never know. I'll link it down below at the Apple Store. Maybe Best Buy I'll link it to. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there will be a full review that I'll do. Take about a week to go do stuff, since I'm not didn't get one early. I had to wait till they went on sale. So anyways, thanks for being here. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next one. Bye bye. Boop boop.